Well, YouTubers and YouTuberettes, I guess it's time to say that I am one episode away of being officially caught up with the show, and as of freshly this week, I will be catching up on my reactions, as in recording myself with a corner video. So I just watched the episode where they're finding their way to get their hands on this particular weapon involving plutonium, which of course they had to go back to Russia where half of his journey started, and we get to see familiar faces and a familiar group, the Brotha and good old Anatoly. And Mia and William get to see his old ropes, as in his dark past, that he didn't want any of them get mixed up on. And now both Lila and Laurel finally actually knows each other, that they've been working with the Monitor, and obviously never saw coming that Laurel actually had second thoughts in the matter, and stealing the plans, which of course was Lila's orders from the Monitor. And of course they were actually looking for plans in Russia, while John was on his way to get his hands on the plutonium, along with the help of the Arsenal himself, where he was found originally the last time, where Thea found him, working as a mechanic. And John basically told him what's going to be happening and how he ended up in purgatory. And thanks to that change of thought and how much that he didn't expect a lot of people around him would help him contain his bloodlust, which explains why he left and to protect Thea. And leaving without saying goodbye does sound like a very cheeky move. Yeah. And the whole ring the bell game started up again. But if only she made it about a few seconds earlier, she would have rang the bell, and that was all doubts in her head after what happened to Zoe. So hopefully with all the information they got, they'll be able to change the future a little bit and helping JJ from killing Zoe and nearly causing a whole ruckus involving the fact that in the future John Diggle's going to be adopting Connor after what's going to happen to Bronze Tiger, whatever that is. And Mia, saw Oliver, how dangerous he is behind the cage, and it explains why she got into cage fighting, because runs in the family. And at the start of the episode, she gets to learn about shooting arrows with a tennis ball, one of favourite activities he likes to do while he trains. And she was able to use the accessory arrows, such as the explosive, the acid, and the wire cable grappling. And she was getting there, and she's getting really good at it, which is good. And the whole back in memory lane with Slade Wilson and Oliver Queen doing the battle batons. I'm surprised he didn't show the gun trick. You know, the whole point the gun in my face, and then the usual trick what you do when you disarm the man. I actually know that trick, but I never got the chance to actually use it. Then Oliver got overprotective, and Anatoly gave him a good brother advice. And knowing that he can't protect them as a result, as what we've seen them in the future, how they're capable of doing, and they managed to save the city by tearing down the wall. And then he just basically said, yeah, I'm going to need your help. And both him and Mia, should I say, were in the cage fighting together, which was an excellent moment, an awesome moment for them. And both Anatoly and Laurel got their hands on the plans, and Roy and John got a hold of the plutonium. Then things started to go really well for them. Anatoly and Oliver see themselves as brothers by friendship, not by blood, and became a uncle for William and Mia. Hopefully it'll be a time change, and he'll be probably around in the year 2040. And now both Laurel and Anatoly see eye to eye, and Roy decided to stay, and then hopefully give him a better reason why he should be in the NU and prepare himself for William, or maybe this entire encounter can cause a complete time change. And apparently DeVoe, he's planning on protecting the world from something bigger, and something tells me there's another being out there, and I have been seeing pictures of who this guy actually is. And I think he's known as the Anti-Monitor. So I'm basically thinking he's obviously the DC's Galactus. And I found out that Black Lightning is from Earth 73, which was a shocker. And well, let's just say the time of the crisis is getting close. Especially knowing that Oliver and Diggle just witnessed that Lila's working with the Monitor, all thanks to Laurel. Because she was supposed to be betraying Oliver Queen, but instead he betrayed the Monitor because she's finally turning into the hero that everybody was hoping that she would be. She lifted up her end, and then shortly after, somehow they got tranked, and I wonder who did it. So I guess we're gonna have to find out in the next episode. Crypto. My buddy. So, I have one last episode to watch, and that's the episode of Black Lightning, and then I am officially caught up, and then I can start fresh first thing tomorrow with the new episodes coming up, along with Batwoman, Supergirl, The Flash, Black Lightning, and Arrow, and then get fully prepared for the crisis, whatever I'm going to do for it. So, anyway, to the YouTubers and YouTuberettes, you all know what to do, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did it again. So, anyway, over and out.